morning. Let's get a poll. Favorite soda. Let's do Coca Cola. An option. Mount. Seriously, bro? Mountain Dew. Done. Start the poll. That's our question of the day, or question of the drive. This is the drive where anytime I'm driving, I'm streaming. Hold on a second. I gotta break up the ice on my wiper. Oh, all messages. Chat filter. All messages. Let's see if we can move that a little bit to right there over my face. We'll be fine. See if we can get out of here. Yeah, get out of there just fine. Yeah, good morning, hitchhikers. Drive to work Tuesday morning, February 24th. We're almost through the month. If you would, take a little vote in the poll. We got Coke, we got Pepsi, we got Mountain Dew. I couldn't really think of another top soda out there. Hello, good morning, Collier. I can't quite read the first name. How are you this morning, Collier? How's everybody else doing this morning? This is the drive. This is where I stream while I'm driving. We talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Take part in the poll. That's the poll of the drive. If you guys have any ideas for other polls, other questions I could put up there, it'd be great. Get some more people commenting, that'd be cool. Maybe you have a soda brand that you like that is on the list. If I don't see your comment, that's because YouTube doesn't want me to see it for some reason. I'm having issues with, even though I have all messages selected. Trying to catch some of these hitchhikers. You know, it's called doom scrolling, but I call them hitchhikers. Nobody wants to hang out and have a chit chat, add to the conversation that we're having. You know, this drive is about soda. If you don't drink, so losing people because YouTube doesn't want to stay active. Odd. Nice. Look at those votes, guys. Look at those votes. Hold on. Driving in the snow. Thanks for the like. I'm going to stop here in a second so I can read that name. Something about adventure, huh? Hello. Good morning. Let's see. Looks like we got a lot of Coca Cola drinkers. Tig Ranch Adventure something. Sorry, I can't quite read that. Ooh, slippy slidey. We had a snowstorm yesterday. I'll just call you Adventure. You're one of those adventurous hitchhikers, huh? It's just a joke. Oh, the camera popped back on. Let's save some bit rate for that. So for some reason, but I'm not going to. I live in rural Maine. That's the reason why I have the camera off, because otherwise it would just be a glitchy mess. So I treat it like it's a radio show. That's why I like to interact with the, oh, that's a bump. I like to interact with you guys. Comments help, voting helps. I apologize for the reconnection issues. We don't usually have that problem. Boy, this snow is a mess. It's all gonna melt today and make it worse. I tried, over the weekend, I tried playing the radio, because I've seen other YouTubers use the radio to like sing songs or whatever, but as soon as it gets processed by YouTube, it gets a copyright strike, so I had to delete it. In New York City, our blizzard was way worse. Oh, you guys got a lot of snow. Well, you guys get a lot of snow because of the Great Lakes, lake effect snow. We only got, up here, we might have only gotten 3 inches or so. Maybe not even that. Appreciate the comments, appreciate you interacting with me. That's kind of how the drive works, is, like I said, like a radio show. More people that comment and interact gives me something more to talk about. Wow, Mountain Dew took over Pepsi, huh? Looks like a plow guy out here on the side of the road. Private plow, not a town plow. You got the EMS alert. Oh, like on your phone through a text message. Yeah, we went out last Friday to try to stock up, so we didn't have to really go anywhere over the weekend. My wife got her paycheck yesterday, so we did unfortunately have to drive into the stuff, but I've got studded snow tires, so I can pretty much go anywhere I want. So yesterday I was trying it out with the poll question of what people wanted to talk about. Now that we've kind of got through the hump of, people just scrolling through, if somebody that's commented wants to leave another comment of what they want to hear me talk about, that would be cool. Talk politics, we talk religion, we talk finances, society issues. I'll get out here in this big road and then we can chit chat. Get up to speed and get on cruise control for a while. So let's see, Adventure. You're still hanging out? Do you have somebody shovel or clear the snow for you where you live? Or you maybe have a snowblower or some other device to clear the snow? Ooh, Atticus. Good morning. I can see that. Top fan should be on. I don't know why it's not showing it to me. Good morning, Atticus. This is the drive where I live stream anytime I'm driving. In the mornings, it's a really consistent time, anywhere between 7:15 and 8:15, because that's my commute to work. Mom Donnie made us clear 4 feet of every sidewalk for people to get through in wheelchairs. Are you a city worker that helps clear the snow, or because the sidewalk should be city property? That's the city's responsibility, or the state, whichever. So I've got to follow this truck in, and he doesn't want to do the speed limit at all. We're like 5 under. So our neighbors had to share the shovel. Yeah, it's no fun shoveling snow. I mean, I've got a snowblower in the back of my truck at all times. Not necessarily for work, but for weight. My truck is rear-wheel drive. But I have used it from time to time to make a few extra bucks. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. You were coming up to turn here somewhere. Man, the water coming off of his tires is staying in the air long enough to make a mess of my windshield. Must be ice on my wipers because there's a spot. Oh my word, guy, really? Let's go. So Coca Cola, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. That's an interesting lineup there. I was trying to think of different polls and questions that I could put up as something for you guys to interact with. This one was just, the first thing that popped into my head. My mom's 2-seater car got snowed in. Yeah, that's hard, man. I don't really clear my driveway because I only park at the end of my driveway. So I don't really get snowed in. It's only, a couple of weeks. Well, the 20th of March is the first day of spring. So by then, I'm hoping some warm weather will melt away because I've got quite an ice ridge at the end of my driveway that I kind of have to get over to get out of my driveway. Do you know what it is for a car adventure? Probably not a Honda Civic. Maybe. Anybody new, welcome to the drive. This is what I do. I stream while I'm driving. The mornings are a pretty consistent time. Afternoon, not so much. Depends on if I work my second job. I wish I could put a poll and a question up there because I'd put my Cash App up. I haven't been getting a lot of hours just because of the time of the year it is. Day job, I change tires, change oil. We're getting ready to swap over from snow tires to all seasons. So that's still maybe another month away or so. My second job, I work on outdoor power equipment, snow blowers, ice augers. This time of year, that's kind of slowing down. We're kind of getting ready for when the snow melts, everybody getting there, riding lawnmowers, push mowers, weed whackers, all the stuff we do during the summer. So it's kind of a downtime for me. I don't know if it was yesterday or maybe over the weekend, but I did have a question, it was a question because I was just asking people if they prefer horizontal format or vertical format like we're in right now. There's pros and cons to both. Have you heard of a smart car? Oh, she's got a smart car. Nice, yeah. We get them into the shop every once in a while. You know, there's the electric ones, then there's the diesel ones. I mean, efficiency-wise, they're a pretty unique vehicle. The electric ones are fun. The diesel ones can be made quite efficient. But isn't it supposed to be like the safest car in the world? Maybe next to Volvo or something? Because for a long time, before a smart car was around, Volvo was considered the safest car in the world. Your mom doesn't like electric cars? Huh. I mean, they have their place. Like, if I lived in town, like in Bangor, and was commuting to Brewer, I mean, that'd be a perfect situation for an electric car. The only issue I've seen with electric cars is replacing the battery after so many years of use. It's like, you know, for a Tesla, it's $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for a new battery. Oh yeah, the sun's trying to peek out here. Might need to put my sunglasses on. Also, doesn't like how hers is too loud. Like the exhaust, like when it's running, that could be an exhaust leak. Honestly, I know it's not a very big diesel in those. I think it's a 3-cylinder. Oh, sure. I don't think I've ever looked in the engine bay of a diesel smart car. The other problem is I think it's Mercedes that owns Smart Car, and their engineering is like crazy expensive to maintain. Let's slow it down a little bit. Can't drive 100 miles an hour everywhere I go. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of as to why it would be loud, is maybe an exhaust leak. She doesn't actually own it. It's one of her work cars. Still not, I'm going to use any personal. I mean, yeah, if you've got a job that has a work vehicle, why not use it? Don't put as many miles on your vehicle if you can use a company vehicle. It's too bad a lot of these companies, you know, if they've got a fleet of vehicles, don't maintain them a little bit better. Like at my day job, we do fleet work for a window company, and I mean, they take pretty good care of their vehicles. We do a lot of the, you know, I'm the one primarily working on the fleet vehicles because we do service work, oil change, tire rotation, new tires. Every once in a while they've got tail lights that need to be replaced, headlights that need to be replaced, like the assembly, not the bulbs. It's alright, I'm glad you've been sticking around, Adventure. Some days it can be quite boring when YouTube's telling me that there's 0 people watching and 0 people commenting, but now I can see they guess they're starting to push it. Because the whole thing is YouTube wants to stick us content creators in a specific niche area. And this, I think, is going to be maybe pushed towards those who want some entertainment in the morning. I don't know what niche that would be, but I treat it like a radio show. I can respond to you guys live. You guys can have some input with the polls and the questions. Yeah, that sun is just starting to peek out through the clouds. Makes me want to sneeze. Anybody else have that? Like, you look outside and the first hit of sun and you got that feeling in your nose, you got to sneeze. I guess I was watching this video over the weekend, and this guy was talking about when you first start out on YouTube, kind of like I am. I've been doing it for 3 weeks now, is to learn how to speak as if no one's there. To just, I'm not trying to fill the dead space, the dead air. I just don't like it when the audience number isn't accurate most of the time. That I'm just not leaving it dead space, because I'd like to start making public the replays. I don't know if I want to do those as premieres. Maybe do premieres. No question mark. Not sure where we're headed, adventure. Maybe I should start formatting questions as though people are watching the replay. I'll still pay attention to you guys, because hitchhikers come first. Did you already vote in the poll there, adventure? I might have to stop at the store and use the bathroom. Thought I could make it to town, but is that school? When you say school, do you mean like grade school or university, college kind of school? I always advocate for people to go to advanced learning, whether it's university, college, trade school, grade school. Okay. Did you get in trouble at school? What's the purpose of the Zoom meeting? Or is it the other way around? Did you get a advanced placement class, or I don't know what grade you're in, but just wondering what highway are you on? I'm not on a highway. It is I call it the main road. It's 2-lane road. Most of the time the speed limit's 55 miles an hour. I'm in, a smaller town here, so the speed limit's dropped a little bit. The purpose of the Zoom meeting is because since we have a snow day, we need to do some more. Oh, so like remote learning. Yeah. crazy that schools still do. So you must live somewhere where there's snow then. But I figured, I mean, I'm not in the know, I guess, but I figured if there was a snow day, they would have done remote learning on that day, but maybe that's just my opinion. Ooh, somebody just dragged their plow. Oh, that's an awful sound. Oh, should use the bathroom before I left the house so I wouldn't have to stop. No, my cousin, he went through that during COVID. They did a lot of remote learning. Oh, I might hit the pothole here. Nope, I missed it. Nice. Alright, I'm going to take a short intermission here. I'm going to leave the live going. If you want to stick around for a few minutes so I can use the bathroom, I shall return momentarily. Oh, come on, seatbelt. Alright, see if anybody's still around. In my opinion, why they didn't do it yesterday is because since there was such a heavy blizzard, maybe their Wi-Fi got out or something, like it's glitching. Yeah, sometimes it'll happen. Thanks for sticking around, Adventure, for a minute. Inverter. Yeah, it's time for the sunglasses, it looks like. Boy. Last night, or yesterday evening, when the wife and I were driving up through this area, there was like 3 cars in this parking lot. And this morning, this place is busy. Yeah, alright. Getting out of here, taking a left is kind of a pain. I mean, as long as school's starting at 8:30. Yeah, that's what time I'm supposed to start work. I get half days most days at my day job. Come on. Oh, I think I got a chance here. Yeah, come on, get out of the way. Here we go. Yeah. I think that guy's headed into work. A nice Audi lowered on wheels, nice wheels. Yeah. That'd be a fun place to work. All these guys with their Audis and their Volkswagens. I mean, the only issue I have with the European cars is, so most vehicles will have lug nuts and the studs are in, like attached to the hub or whatever. But Audis, the nut and the stud are all the same. They bolt into the hub, which is kind of weird. I guess it's designed to hold better on like the Autobahn out in Germany and all that. I don't know. Oh, let's see, adventure, if you said. But normal snow days is 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., I think. I mean, that's the thing with remote learning, is that you don't have all the time it takes. Well, it might not take you long to get to school or get home, but when I was a kid, living way out in rural Maine, it was at least an hour bus ride when I was in high school, an hour ride to the high school, and at least an hour or more to get back, because I was one of the last kids to get off the bus. And that's about my schedule there, adventure. It's my start time is 8:30. I usually get out at noon, 12 o'clock. I haven't been able to work for my second job for over a week now. I haven't heard from him at all. So the struggle is real, believe me. Oh boy, this guy riding his bike in the middle of the road with all this snow. Just pull over, brother. Thank you. This brave soul riding his bike in the wintertime like this. But I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, that sun. That should melt a lot of this stuff today. Let's take a look at the old poll here and see if anything's changed. 17 votes. That's about what I got yesterday. Just give people something to interact with. It's like a toy. Coca Cola is still up there, but it looks like Mountain Dew might be catching up. Well, adventure, since you've been interacting and kind of joining the community in a way, if you have a suggestion for a question, for a poll, as it were, I'd be more than open to taking down your ideas, or just giving the you and everybody else kind of something to look forward to on the next stream. I do stream multiple times a day. This one is probably the most consistent when it comes to time. The other one in the afternoon could be 12 to 1 or 4 to 5, just depends on when I'm driving home. My mom's nightmare when we're in smart cars is the trucks. Yeah. Maybe my next question will be what is something that you have a fear of? Your mom doesn't like the big trucks when she's driving the small car. Other people are afraid of open water. Other people are afraid of spiders. Fear of heights. I didn't have a fear of heights until I was working. This was years ago, working on doing roofing jobs, commercial roofs at that. You look over the edge and you're 30, 40 feet up. Probably the most common, fear of heights. Or, yeah, fear of heights and fear of spiders are kind of the two big thing. So this afternoon at some point, we'll do a fear question. Maybe as the question, what do you think more people have a fear of, spiders or heights? That'll be a good one. Thanks for helping me work that out, Adventure. Maybe you'll be available this afternoon when I go live. If you hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell and click all, you'll get notified when I am live. I think you said you already subscribed, or maybe not. Yeah, see, that was fun. It was fun. It was engaging. It makes you feel like you're part of the community. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I see a snowblower, but I don't see the person. Oh, school bus. Glad I'm the only one coming in this direction. Yeah, up here, man, it's rare that it's a snow day. Because these bus drivers, they're champs, man. We have the same amount of subscribers. Yeah, I just hit 100 this weekend, buddy. I've been trying to figure out a way to get people who are on the shorts format, the vertical format, to stick around and engage. And the drive, the show that I'm doing here, is, like I said, kind of like a radio show where I can, in real time, interact with the people who are watching the show or listening, I guess. Do I have any drink left in this thing? Nothing. Darn. It took me a long time for me to hit 100. Yeah, it's a struggle. I've been talking with my advisor about other content that I can make, and I'd like to do a gaming channel, but I don't really have the setup to do gaming. I mean, I have a Chromebook where I can play Android games, mobile games. I do like the live format. Like, I definitely don't have enough storage to record, storage on my phone, storage on my computer to record, edit, and then upload. YouTube kind of does it for me. Even if you're streaming to nobody, that can be saved as a replay. YouTube will take a short out of your content. You can either save it or not. It'll give you the option. So in the past weeks, I wasn't really doing the drive as a radio show. I was doing faith-based content, and that may still be something that I do from time to time. But if I can transition to just doing the radio show here, maybe pick up some new subscribers, get people to interact more, because I wasn't really getting a lot of people to stick around and really engage. That's one of the benefits of doing horizontal format, is it's more engaging for the subscribers that you already have. And I tried that over the weekend. Nobody really come in. I don't take everything my advisor tells me as, gold. Because again, I've only been doing this for less than a month. I think I know how you can get more subscribers. Yeah, It's not so much the subscribers that I'm looking for, it's the community, the engagement that I'm looking for. The one thing I did take my advisor's advice on was not advertising any of my extra stuff until the end of the show. So if you want to stick around, Adventure, I do have some stuff that I talk about at the end of the show you might be interested in. I think what I will do as another kind of a live is you take this live when it's done processing and schedule it for a premiere, which is kind of live. It's pre-recorded video. I can get in the chat and chat with people. Just another way to interact with the community. So maybe if you just shout out everybody in the chat, maybe there's a chance. Yeah, the thing is, hold on. Yeah, all right. I just got a message from my wife. Sorry about that. The thing is with shout outs is I don't usually have enough people in chat to really give a shout out. So it's just a matter of time, I think, before I really start getting people to come in, talking about whatever they want to talk about. Like with the whole school thing and, you know, my experiences or what I've seen other people experiencing when it comes to school, going to school. Like a buddy of mine just come out to the house Sunday, and he's almost done with his engineering degree at the University of Maine, Orono. They're doing some interesting things with 3D printing and CAD design and all that. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, that'd be great, Adventure. I don't know. Maybe get some younger folks to come in and give some ideas. See some of your friends on here, maybe. Yeah, a buddy of mine's got a 3D printer, but he doesn't have any, I don't want to say motivation, but he doesn't have any sense of urgency to start 3D printing stuff. You know, one of his hobbies is playing tabletop role-playing games, and I told him he should start printing figurines or tile sets or buildings, you know, he could use as a setup for a battle or whatever. That's his hobby, 3D printing and tabletop role-playing games. He makes fidget things that he finds the files online and prints them out. I've been trying to get him to go live to show off some of the stuff he makes, but I'll be right back. I'll tell my friends to subscribe to you. No, I really, really appreciate that, Adventure. Just let them know it's usually a consistent time, 7:15 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time in the morning. There's other streams that happen kind of, not randomly, but throughout the afternoon. Looks like another person. Welcome to the drive. We talk about all kinds of stuff. There is a poll there for you to interact with. Still at 17 votes. It's all right. busy road this morning. See that it's wet, so everybody's got to be careful. Oh, we're getting into town here. That sun's coming out, man. I'm really grateful that we're coming into a season of activity. So something I've been working on is creating not sure if anybody's familiar with the term, but a market garden, like a business garden, a business farm in a way. I've watched a lot of videos on people that make good money on small acreage, and my wife and I kind of live on small acreage. We've been trying to cut down trees. Yeah, I'm also in Eastern Standard Time Zone. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were in New York. But yeah, just let your friends know that in the morning from just about 7:15 to 8:15, Monday through Friday. I do some on the weekends, but it's not usually a specific time. But yeah, I'm trying to get the property cleaned up and organized in a way so that we can really start growing a bunch of food, maybe have some chickens. And Sunday, everybody was driving because they were so scared for the blizzard. I was just chilling in my bed. Yeah. No, unfortunately, I had to drive through the storm to get to town because my wife got her paycheck. So we had to run into town, grab some things, go see some friends we don't normally see, and drive back through the storm to get home. Oh boy, yeah, where you going, oil truck? All right. So yeah, I'm gonna remind myself a couple times of the question. Right, fears, height, or spiders? Is that what it was? Oh, be prepared to stop. Utility work ahead. What are we doing? Nothing? Yeah, I don't see a thing. Just go around you, thanks. Let's say lighter. Well, we're getting towards the end of the ride here. I assume that's Adventure, the one person watching. Because I've changed my format, I've changed how I speak to people. Well, not changed how I speak to people, but the things I speak about. But at the end of the show, I just want to mention that I am a Christian. I put out free Bible studies on my Patreon page. Monday through Friday, we're working our way through Proverbs. There's also a $1 a month tier membership where we get into some deeper topics. There's also some Amazon links for Christian items, hoodies, Bibles, journals, all that stuff. I'm not sure how we drove to Pennsylvania in a little smart car. Thank God it's fast. I mean, thank God it's safe. Yeah. I'm not sure. It looks like my boss's car, but I don't know who's driving. Yeah, somebody's driving it. Don't know who. Boss's wife. That's right. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I figured this kind of platform would be, or this kind of show would be better than just me preaching at people all the time. Oh, wow, because I took my communion. I'm guessing by how you phrase that, Adventure, that you're Catholic. Well, hopefully they come back on briefly. For anybody watching the replay, the premiere, if you've made it this far, go check out the Patreon page. There's a link in the channel description to the Patreon page where you can find, and it was like a ghost town on that interstate. But yeah, that's because storm's coming. Everybody's already got all their stuff, for the most part. If you do go check out the Patreon page and you're not of age, ask your parents to check it out with you. There's nothing bad over there. It's all Christian stuff. The Amazon links are because I'm an Amazon affiliate. So if there's anything outside of the items that are listed there, let me know and I'll try to get more items. Maybe you should make your own merch. I'd love to be able to make my own merch, but we live off the grid, so we only live off so much power. Maybe I'll check out Teespring or something like that to make some shirts. I'd love to be able to put out some shirts with Bible verses on them, or bumper or window stickers that have Bible verses on them. Oh, here we go with the sun in my face on the road in. But a lot of the work has already been done with that through Amazon, whether it's Bible verses on shirts or Bible verses on stickers or backpacks, whatever it may be, coffee mugs. But I could look into it as we progress. I mean, again, I've only been doing this for, well, less than a month at this point, but I started, I think it was February 2nd. Oh, look at none of the cars in the parking lot. It's great. Oh, that Mitsubishi again. All right. No, it was on December 8th, 2025. Oh, your communion? That's cool. Again, I'll be on later. We'll see how the premiere works once everything's processed and YouTube is ready for it. Thank you for hanging along, Avalanche. Or Adventure. See if I can figure that out. Tigran? Tigra and Chica Adventure? I'll be on later.